All right, President Obama's plan to empty Gitmo before the end of his presidency may have hit a roadblock. 4 Republican senators worried, like you and I are, that certain countries cannot handle these prisoners, want to cut off foreign aid if these detainees escape their host country and return to terrorism, essentially make them accountable. Is this a good plan, and can it work? Will the president cooperate? Here to talk about it is a former medic at Gitmo itself and author of this book, Saving Grace at Guantanamo Bay, Major Montgomery Granger. Major, first off, your reaction to the fact is we're under 100 now after the last batch leaves to go to a country like Ghana.
Yeah, that's incredible, but I want to say that these senators are heroes. I'd like to challenge my New York State senators, Kirsten Gillibrand and Chuck Schumer, and my Representative Lee Zeldin, to support this legislation. These guys are some of the worst of the worst. When they got there in Gitmo many years ago, they were taken off the battlefield. They have DOD dockets pages long, and as we know, 30% of released detainees are known or suspected to have already returned to the battlefield. But even more important, Brian, what about the 70% we don't know about? Where are they?
Well, the thing is, a lot of them came, a lot of the ones who want to return to the action were during the Bush years, and those guys weren't considered more likely to go back. Now, these guys, everybody agrees, are the worst of the worst. That's why they're still there. So it's even more likely, logic would let you know. And those people, those senators are, Senators Kirk, Blunt, Langford, and Daines have all written and said, listen, we want to find the countries if they get back. The problem is, we're already paying these countries to take them, and they're doing us a favor by doing it. We're bribing them, essentially, to take them in, like Oman.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's really ridiculous to assume that just because you release these guys to custody somewhere, that they're not going to return to the fight. We've seen them return not only to the battle, but leading others.
You said that when they got there, they were all clean-shaven. You said now, the way they're allowed to let their hair grow out, they don't even look the same anymore, right?
Gitmo has been turned into, by President Obama, to a Muslim resort. They're given prayer beads, prayer rugs, Qurans,
full libraries, computers.
The use of a United States military Muslim chaplain, halal meals. It's ridiculous what we do for them.
Some of the people there, you probably don't know the names, but you'll look at their descriptions. Mohammed Oman bin Atef, he was the admitted member of Taliban, fought for Osama bin Laden, threatened to cut the throats of Americans upon his release. And there's no indication that he has reformed his ways. He has been transferred out of Gitmo as late as actually just a couple of weeks ago. Khalid Mohammed Salih al-Duai, he's trained with al-Qaeda in Afghanistan, probably engaged in hostile activities against coalition forces. They say medium risk to U.S. interest, transferred to Gitmo in 2002 when you were there, and released now in 2016. These are just 2 of the guys.
Yeah, it's really unbelievable. To have them look at you in the eye, some of them actually look like they could rip your head off. These guys wouldn't think twice about killing you or me or anybody else they meet.
But the president says Gitmo is a motivation for our enemy. It's a recruitment tool. Do you buy that?
Every time he says it, he never backs it up. Where's the evidence? There's nothing to that statement. In fact, the biggest recruitment tool they have is 9/11.
That's true. And by the way, the latest ISIS magazine just came out. Not a mention of Gitmo was just translated. No. There was a mention of Shia and Sunni and us, but not Gitmo. Thanks so much, Major.
Thank you.